Good morning, everybody. This is Tonetta coming to you this morning with a quick video. Well, it may not be quick, but a video this morning it's about it being okay to remove yourself from toxic situations and our people. I know I may have posted and others may have posted about letting go and all these kind of things and of situations that no longer serve you. I can say I've been through a lot lately. I guess I'd say that. And as of yesterday, I am removing myself from a situation and people that no longer serve me. I guess I put it that way as well. At some point, you have to realize that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what kind of game other folks may have and trying to play you and those kind of things, no matter what's being done, sometimes you have to remove those kind of people out of your life, especially if it's just constant drama, it's constant issues going on, and it's constant back and forth and those kind of things. And I have felt this all along. I guess I put it that way for a while now, actually, because I've been trying to listen to my intuition, realize what's going on, that kind of thing. But like I said, as far as me realizing that and knowing that, of course, I'm sure I was being played at some point. I knew that already, but in trying to make sure that I can reach my goals and do what I need to do for myself, some of those things I know I had to do as far as the situation, the action I was taking, and that kind of thing, which I can't be mad at that. That's fine, because I know I had a higher goal that I was trying to reach and a higher goal that I was trying to do. I guess I put it that way. And I knew that I had to take myself out of that kind of situation in order to have, I guess, to keep my sanity. I guess I put it that way. I'm not a person that has never gossiped or, now I may have said something about because I was upset or something like that, or something's going on at work, or I have to release those kind of things. I mean, I've came on these videos and I've said certain things and I release certain things, of course, that kind of thing as well. So I just can't keep, just like I'm doing now. So I can't keep all that kind of, as of this moment, or this past year, whatever you want to call it. But as of this time, I cannot keep all that stuff in anymore. Now, of course, there won't be any names or whatever the case may be or all that kind of stuff. But I mean, like I said, with situations, because I know others go through situations like this as well, having to release other people from their lives and take themselves out of situations that are toxic and that kind of thing. At some point, we do have to learn that. I mean, I knew that already. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, I know in my heart and what I was trying to do and what higher goal I was trying to reach for myself. So by all means necessary, I had to make sure that I was doing whatever I needed to do to get the situation taken care of. I guess I put it that way. Nothing's illegal, I put it that way. But I mean, just doing what I had to do to, I guess, take care of that situation. Whether that was buying something for the person to transition to wherever they were going to, which I did, that was fine. Like I said, I knew I had to take myself out of that situation because at some point, just kept seeing negativity just surrounding the whole entire situation, the whole, whatever hell was going on, I really don't really know, but whatever it is, I got drug into it, I guess I put it that way. And like I said, I'm not a person that gossips, or unless I'm coming on these videos to tell you all my story or what's going on or what I've just experienced or that kind of thing. Yes, now that I will do. But as far as anything else, as far as me going back and forth, that kind of thing I have never done. And that's the reason why I usually don't associate with women. I know that's bad to say, but a lot of women I've been around, that's usually what happens. For whatever damn reason, I'm not sure if it's jealousy, I'm not sure what it is, but or they just don't love themselves. I have no idea what it is, but well, I know what it is. It's a lot of different things with different kind of people, depends on who you're dealing with. But like I said, as far as me dealing with that kind of situation, I had to let that go. I guess I put it that way. Again, this is my second time in about a month, letting things go, getting things out of my life that's just interrupted my peace. I guess I'd say that. And I know a lot of you all, and I didn't even thank you all this morning for tuning in this morning. Walter, Will, Stephanie, thank you all this morning for tuning in to listen to my video on my live this morning. But I know a lot of people who are out there, whoever's on this video and listening to the replay, I know a lot of you all may have seen, of course, posts about letting things go and about removing this from your life and in order to live a peaceful life. And that honestly is the truth. But what people don't usually say, and what I'm telling you this morning, is that sometimes it's not that easy just to tell somebody to get the fuck out your life or leave me alone or this kind of thing is going on. That's a process. There is nothing, not saying that you cannot do those things, but usually there's a process, especially if there is feelings involved or if there's a relationship involved or if you don't have any kind of history, kind of past, that kind of thing at all. Sometimes if they're in your household, of course, that's difficult to do as well, depending on what excuses the person are giving you to move on and that kind of thing, because I've dealt with that several times. But like I said, I know you see the post, or whoever watches this video, may have been in the same situation, see the post and okay, I'm going to do this and do that. But I just want to tell you all this morning, it's not that easy to just tell somebody to get out your life, that kind of thing, especially if you have a past and you have to resolve the issues and resolve. Sometimes you can do that, sometimes you can't. But in these situations, I guess I can say I was trying to resolve the issues or trying to move on, trying to be as peaceful as possible. But sometimes, of course, that does not occur. Sometimes things when you're going through those kind of processes, whether it's a divorce or a separation from somebody or family members that you're dealing with or friends or whoever else in your life that you're trying to remove out of your life or your household or both, sometimes there is, of course, a lot of pushback. I know it's like I said, it's easier said than done with anything that you see, and it's not a quick process. But there's usually always pushback because the other people involved may not see your bigger vision, may not see your bigger picture, or even give a fuck about it, to be honest. Majority of the people that you're pushing out of your life probably don't. I put it that way. I can say that in mine as well. I'm sure they didn't. But like I said, I see my vision, I see my purpose, I see what I'm trying to do, and see what goals I have set. So like I said, I know they won't see it, and I know there's going to be pushback with you, I guess with me and with whoever else is watching this video. Like I said, it's not easy. But of course it can be done. I'm telling you this morning, it can be done. But just keep in mind that those kind of things are not easy. As easy said, easy. I leave it that way. But like I said, as far as dealing with those situations, you have to realize that there are non-negotiables that you'll have, of course, in your life. I hope that you have some. Meaning that non-negotiable, meaning that that there are some things in your life that you're not going to negotiate on, whether that's your peace, whether that's your love, whether that's your career, whether that's your business, whether that's your relationship with your kids, your relationship with yourself, or whatever the case may be. We all, hopefully at some point, will have some of those non-negotiables that we're willing to not put aside for somebody else, and of course their happiness and that kind of thing. Our happiness, to me, that's one of my non-negotiables, is my happiness and my peace. I mean, without that, I can't survive. I can't do what I need to do for myself. Constantly being stressed out and worrying about other people, what's going on, how can I make them happy, all these kind of things. Like I said, at some point, you have to realize that yourself is a lot better, worth a lot more than anybody else that's on this planet, whether it's your kids or your husband or your job or whatever the hell it's going to be. Like I said, I do realize that, and I had realized that already. Realized that officially last year, I guess I would say that early last year. And I was going through this process, or whichever the case may have been. But like I said, there were some people that came into my life that helped me see that and mirrored that to me, actually. And I realized that. So I know that now. And I know, like I said, my peace and my happiness and my love for myself is a non-negotiable at this time. And what I'm trying to do is a non-negotiable as well. And like I said, in dealing with people, like I said, as far as letting go, dealing with situations, people will try to use you to the fucking end. I can tell you that. They will try to use you for all kind of things, that's whatever they're going through, or make you feel bad about situations. Or you shouldn't, I guess if it's your boyfriend or something like that, or your husband that you're trying to divorce or walk away from. All these excuses about how you love them and how you should never leave them and how they're going to change and do all these things. And that can be anybody, whether it's a mate, a friend, a relative, or whoever, I guess a job as well, or a career as well. If it's your business you want to walk away from, that as well. Like I said, there's going to be all kind of excuses. Just realize that. I guess coming from those people, those jobs, those items, those things. But at some point, you have to realize that if you really want peace, if you really want love in your life, and if you really want happiness in your life, that you have to not negotiate those things with other people, especially with other people. Now, sometimes the career just depends on what the hell you're doing, but especially when it comes to other people, since that's usually who is closer to you and who you see all every day and that kind of thing, you have to realize that you cannot negotiate your life and your goals and your happiness, I guess, continually doing that for somebody else or other people. I know some people have kids. I know that. I know that, of course, that's to some extent you have to take care of your kids, that kind of thing, and take care of your household or whichever the case may be. But at some point, you got to realize that those kids, that man, that your cousin, your family, all those kind of things, whoever, those adults, they're adults and they have lives of their own as well. Whatever choices that they've made those choices and put themselves in those situations, and they have to figure out how to get themselves out of those situations. No matter what we say, no matter what we do, I do want to go into coaching, be a coach, a transformational coach, which I know that some folks are going to have excuses, and some folks have put themselves in situations at times that they do not know how to get out of. I understand that. But at some point, you see that some people that you're dealing with playing victim and those kind of things, and always making it seem like it's everybody else's fault, not taking responsibility. Like I said, at some point, you have to realize that they're going to be their own person regardless of what you say, regardless of what you do. And in order for you to, and I guess speaking for myself, in order for me to, of course, remain happy and I guess love myself and try to reach my goals and all those kind of things, I cannot negotiate that any longer. Like I said, I know some people do, and I have, of course, this not, I mean, I have before. I mean, it's not like it's a secret. Everybody's been through that. I'm sure negotiated something for somebody else or try to make things work when it didn't work out, that kind of thing. I've been guilty of that. I have done that. And I've, of course, learned those lessons. I've learned my lesson with this as well. But like I said, as far as negotiating yourself for somebody else, please don't do that, people. I know it's easier said than done. I know it takes a while for you to, because it's taken me a while to get to this point to actually sit here and say that I'm not going to, I guess, put myself on the front street for anybody else besides myself anymore. Yes, it will take you a while to get to that point. It's not like it's taught to you in school. It's not like it's taught to you by your parents. Unless you have awesome parents who are doing things and they know what's going on in the world and they want to make sure that you know those things. But majority of our parents have just been doing, I guess, doing what they need to do just to get through and just doing, I guess, whatever it was, I guess, in order to raise us and those kind of things. And most of the time they haven't instilled those kind of things in us. Like I said, it's not taught in school. It's not taught anywhere else. You have to teach yourself those things. And once you get to that point of teaching yourself those things, yes, you have a choice in order to I guess, to continue going ahead on that path or to stay in the situations that you're in. And, of course, with me, I'm choosing not to stay in those situations any longer. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, that's why this video is labeled, but I forgot, I think it's letting go of toxic people, situations, that kind of thing that no longer serve you. I now know what the no longer serve you part means. I guess I put it that way. I realized what it meant, I guess, like last year sometime, but going through this situation or the situations that I've recently been through, I've learned more of what it means. It means for me to not negotiate anything about myself, my goals, my happiness, my peace in order to please anybody else or in order to help raise somebody else. I guess I put it that way in their own life when they've made those decisions to be wherever the hell they are in their own life. Whether that's bad, good, whatever the situation is, that was their choice. And there's nothing that I can do, nothing that you can do to help anybody in those situations unless they honestly want the help. And like I said, when I was talking about the coaching, that's what I meant. If they want the help, that's the only people that you can, of course, coach or give advice to, that kind of thing. But there's just, I guess, hopefully you'll realize, I guess I'm hoping that some of you all have realized that in your own life. But I've realized that, of course, as far as people, dealing with people, whether they're people you know, that kind of thing, dealing with any letting go situation or toxic situations, that kind of thing, you have to realize that it's not you that's, unless it is you putting all this action out there, all this negativity, all that kind of thing. And if it, in my situation, is not, I guess I'd say that. So I can just speak from my point of view. But of course, it's not me that's causing the drama, causing the issues, that kind of thing. And I realized that several months ago, actually. Realized how messy the people were that I was dealing with, the situation was, and realized that I cannot no longer be in that situation, that I had bigger things and bigger dreams that I had to accomplish besides whatever they were stuck at, whatever they were doing. And like I said, at some point you have to realize that it's not your fault, no matter what happened, no matter how that person may have gotten hooked on drugs, or that person is homeless, or that person is mad at you or got an attitude with you for some reason, but you feel in your heart that you did nothing wrong. Like I said, you have to realize that's not your fault. There are going to be some people who are going to just be negative for whatever reason and bring drama to themselves for whatever reason and constantly be in that negativity mode, in that victim mode. And sometimes there's nothing that you can do to get them out of that situation because they have to do that for themselves. And like I said, that's not your fault because of somebody else's choices and actions. Just realize that it's not your fault. I'm telling that to myself as well while I'm speaking this to you all, but I know that it's not my fault as well. As far as what these people are going through, what's going on, what kind of issues they're having. I mean, that's going to be issues after of course, I'm done with this situation. I'm sure they're going to be still in those same situations, dealing with those same issues, and I have no dealings with that anymore at all. I guess I'd say that. Because at some point, when I labeled this, like I said, talking on this video, at some point you have to realize that in order for you to get to where you're trying to go, some people that you know, some people that you've dealt with in your past, your family, that kind of thing, cannot go along with you. And they always say it's lonely at the top, that kind of thing, which that is true. I'm not at the top of that kind of thing at all right now, but I mean, working on your way to that journey, that kind of thing, as far as getting done what you need to do for yourself. And whatever your top is, whether that just means self-love or self-happiness, or whether that means $1 million business, or whatever the case may be, whatever that top is for you, yes, there's a lot of people that cannot go with you. Whether it's old friends that you've had or a mate, sometimes it's a partner that you've had, friends that you've had for a long time, that kind of thing. Family sometimes cannot go along with you at all either. and sometimes can be the most detrimental thing to your future at times. I guess I put it that way. Depends on what kind of box they're keeping you in, and I guess they want to see you in. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, there are some people who just cannot go to your next part of your life with you. I guess I'd say that. I just want you all to realize that this morning. Like I said, it's not an easy journey to go through things as far as letting go, and unless they're not in your household, unless you don't really know them well, or you don't really care, you only know them for like a day or two, a week, or that kind of thing, and just to push them out your life, or somebody online that people want to just block all the time. Yeah, that's easy to do, but when you're dealing in real life situations and things are going on and people are trying to put the guilt trip on you and all those kind of things, yes, it does get hard and does get difficult. A lot of things are sometimes said that sometimes you can't take back. I guess I put it that way as well. Hopefully nothing would happen. I know people are killed for situations that's going on, but hopefully it won't get to that point. But like I said, there are sometimes feelings and issues and actions that are taken that are not sometimes good at the time, but well, I guess good after you think about it, but at the time, that's the only thing that you can do. I guess I'd say that. Because sometimes you have no choice but to take a certain action or say a certain thing, especially if you're being attacked and things are going on and things are being said that you know is not true, or being spread about you, that kind of thing. Like I said, sometimes you have to get in defense mode and, I guess, speak your piece. I guess I put it that way, no matter what the hell religion has taught you or spirituality is saying that you need to just let it go and be done with it. Sometimes you have to let people know where the hell you're coming from. Because if not, those same people who don't fucking respect you, don't really give a fuck about you, will keep on doing the same, trying to do the same shit to you. I guess I put it that way. Thinking they can get over, thinking they can run your life. And I'm always the one to say karma is a bitch, is what I always say. Whether it's bad karma or good karma, I always know that. Like I said, I believe in that, and I know that everything comes back full circle. I know that. And the truth at some point always is revealed as well. So like I said, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get myself off of this video. I just want to thank you all again for tuning in this morning. I know this was probably kind of long, but Walter, Will, Stephanie, and Vicky, I want to thank you all again for tuning in this morning. And for all those who watched the replay, thank you, and I do appreciate that as well. Please share this video out if you're able to, and if you feel free to, I guess if you feel that it resonates with you and can resonate with your community as well. And I just want to wish everybody, I believe today is, because I'm off my days, I think it's Wednesday today, Lord have mercy. But I think today is Wednesday, so a happy Wednesday. And everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Like I said, I'll reply to the comments throughout the day, and I guess as I can while I'm working today. So everybody have a good one. Love you all, and thank you all again for tuning in and for watching the replay. And enjoy your day, everybody.